Hi YouTube. I am back after a long hiatus. I actually never really did anything with my channel, just because I was right in the middle of this twin flame journey, and it's super overwhelming. If you're watching this, you understand that and know. And I had to just take a break from really all of it for a while and get my bearings and get to where I'm at today, which is why I'm back. I've had this really strong pull lately to put myself out there and help people the best that I can, which is, I feel like what we're put on this journey for is to share with others and help others get, through to a next level, whatever that may be for you. And yeah, I'm hoping that this video will do that for you today. Long story short, you can go back and look at my other videos. I've been on this journey for a few years, almost 3. I wasn't aware of the journey I was on until probably about 2 years ago now is when I kind of discovered, oh shit, something isn't normal here, and this is not a normal situation. Just to take it way back, I met my twin flame in the most random, serendipitous way, which is how most twin flames meet. I won't go into details just for, privacy and all that, but we weren't supposed to meet. Neither one of us were looking for each other. We kind of just fell out of the sky into each other's laps. That will be a lot of the twin flame stories that you hear. And I think that's by design. God just kind of drops them into your world right at the exact time that you need them. But you perceive it as a really bad time, if that makes sense. From our human brains, they seem to drop in at a time where every obstacle is against you. One or more parties will have a significant other. Cultural differences, distance, age differences. I mean, we have every single one. Just at a time where you're like, really, like, how can I do this? And that is by design again. The whole purpose of meeting them is not to be together, although I do believe that you are supposed to be. It is to trigger your awakening. It is to take your soul to that next level. You have a higher calling on this earth, and your twin comes in to punch you in the face with that calling. Usually one or more parties will awaken to it first and be open to it, which happens to be what is called the divine feminine. It can be male or female. I happen to be the divine feminine in my scenario, and I awoke to the situation first. I fought it in my own way, every step of the way, but I was still open to it. I recognized what it was fairly early on, just because I knew that the dynamic I had with this person was something that I had never experienced before. It's actually a very scary situation. And if you're still with me, you're probably experiencing some of these things. Scary to the point where I Googled, like, am I losing my mind? You will have like a telepathic connection with this person that is like no other. You kind of just feel like they're always with you. I had spent most of my years, I don't want to call myself a narcissist because after doing a lot of research, I don't think I'm a narcissist, but I definitely had narcissistic traits. I could have people come in and out of my life fairly easily and quickly, and if I wanted to cut you out, you're going to be cut out. And I really didn't care. I mean, I cared, but it was just kind of like on to the next. That had always been the way I operated in relationships. I tried to do that with this situation, like my normal MO of like, all right, too tough, he's not doing this or that, cut him out, I don't care, on to the next. And that never worked. That never worked in this situation. I have allergies, guys, I'm sorry. That's kind of what triggered, hey, something's not normal here, because I'm a very strong-willed person. If I want to cut you out, I will decide to do that, and that's it. You're done. I'm also very stubborn, and I want things my way or the highway, you know, all those things. So when none of my normal tactics worked on this relationship, I was forced to really dig deep and figure out what the heck was going on here. Like, why is this person so significant and in my brain 24/7? And I always just felt like he was with me even when we weren't together. If you look back at my other videos, that led to me kind of figuring out, hey, I think I'm on this twin flame journey. Fast forward, I think it's been about a year since my last video. Here we are. I've gotten through the worst of it. What you would call dark night of the soul, I've been through. I am officially to the other side of that mountain. And I just want to start creating these videos again to try to help people. My goal is not going to be for you to focus on the other person. It's going to be for you to focus on yourself. And when you're in the middle of separation, that thought alone can sound so painful. You can almost get angry at me for saying that. I remember, how can I live without this person? You know what I mean? Like, how dare you say that? But I promise you, the goal of this and why God dropped this into your lap is for you to awaken, for you to become a master manifester, for you to understand that your energy, and you can manipulate and control the energy around you, and everything good that you want can come to you when you learn how to create. And that this relationship in your life will be nothing but a blessing at the end of the day. And it's what the purpose of it was for. Whether they come around or not, whether they awaken to it or push it away or decide that they're going to ignore it or act like it doesn't exist, that's not for you to worry about. You are the divine feminine in this situation, probably, if you're watching this. And you have every single thing that you need within yourself to manifest the greatest life you could ever imagine. I'm on the other side of the pain, and I'm starting to see all of the amazing things that are coming to me right now, just from being faithful to this journey and faithful to what I know to be truth. And that's all that you can do, is focus on you and handle your side of it. And I'm going to start creating more videos that are topic-based, and I need some time to kind of plan those out. But I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I'm coming back because I have a strong desire to help other people. I don't pull cards. I don't know how to pull cards. Maybe one day I'll learn, but I don't need them. I'm an energy reader in my own right. That gift of mine has grown so much since starting this journey, and I can read the energy around me. And I would love to help you guys understand how to use that towards your benefit, to give you that peace and that overwhelming love that you think you can only get outside of yourself. Once you figure out that it's already here, everything else will start to fall into place. And I would just love to help people. I want to start hopefully meeting with people and just sharing the knowledge that I've learned on this grueling 3-year journey. You never exit the journey. It's not something you ever can exit. That person will be with you till the day you die. It's just part of this. But alone, separate, whatever your story is right now, you have the power to create the life that you want. And I'm gonna help you guys figure that out because it's taken me 3 years to get where I am today. Still have a lot of work to do. I'm not perfect, but I feel like the stuff I've learned along the way is invaluable. And I just want to help you guys learn how to harness that within yourself. This is your spiritual awakening. That's essentially what the twin flame journey is, your spiritual awakening. It's your partner's spiritual awakening as well, but they do have free will, and they can choose to completely ignore it and go down a rocky path of mess if that's what they choose. And you can pray for them, and you can hold them here and take them with you the best you can, but you cannot force them. You can love them unconditionally, but you cannot force them. What you can do is control you, and what you do for you, you do for them. If you're in a true twin flame situation, what you do for self, you do for them. And I can tell you right now that if you are on a true twin flame journey, you only want the best for them. You love them unconditionally, no matter what they're doing. And you would never wish harm upon them, or sadness or discomfort. But sometimes it takes that to get to the other side of something. So if they're going through that, let them. You step back and do what you can from them from afar, which is to work on you. You guys are the same soul. Everything you do for you will eventually be given to them if they accept it. But they have to accept it, and they have to acknowledge it, and you cannot force them to do that. I'm going to try to think about some specific topics that I can help you guys with. I don't have a ton of views. I don't have a ton of viewers. I've never really put effort into this thing. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for hopefully 1-2 people that watch this and are really struggling and need some help. And the only thing that qualifies me to help is experience. I've been on this journey for a few years, and I don't recognize the girl that I was at the beginning of it. I've grown exponentially, mentally, physically, spiritually. I am a completely different person, and it's such a blessing and such a gift that I've been given. I used to see it as a curse. I was so angry that how could you drop my partner, my other half, into my life, and we have all these obstacles, and we're not together, and he's choosing something above me that's so much less than what he could have. I was angry, like I'm sure you are. I was confused. I felt like it was a cruel joke. How could you do this, God? I've been anti-relationship my whole life. I've been focused on myself, and then this happens, and I can't be with this person. Is this a joke? But once you let go of the control and you sink into here, your soul, you start to realize, oh my goodness, this is a gift. Look what you've given me. The life that I'm going to lead now is something I would have never gotten to do if I hadn't had started this journey. This journey is not here. If you try to think your way through this journey, you're going to fail every time. If you try to rationalize, if you try to make decisions on what you're going to do with this journey here, you're headed for disaster. You're headed for confusion and anxiety and stress and sleepless nights. If you center here, really center into who you are. You're not this body. You're not this brain. You're your soul. You have a suitcase over your soul. If you can center into your soul, you will be led properly all the way through this to the finish. I think overall, that's the biggest lesson that the divine masculine, or the male, side of this has to learn, is that you can't think through the situation. You can't think about money, property, relationship. You can't think about any of that. You have to really go here. And I'm going to start doing little mini energy reads, I guess you could say, where I just kind of update you guys on where I know they're at, just from me being able to read the energy, and help you to navigate that on what you can do for you during that time. You're their other half. Not what you can do for them, what you can do for you. Because if you can get that through your head, that what you do for self, you do for them, even if they never come to you. If this is your twin, you want them to be happy. You want them to experience what you're experiencing. You will conquer this journey, and you will see it as a blessing and not the curse that you probably see it as right now. My next video is going to focus on the specifics of where I feel like we are as a collective right now and where we're headed. And I'd love to answer any questions you guys might have about how to get through the really tough times of this. Feel free to drop comments below. I just wanted to kind of get on here and say this is what I'm going to start doing again. Not for views or money or anything, just because I need to help people, because I relied on so many people in my community during the time that I felt like I was dying mentally, literally. Like, it's a death to the ego. Dark night of the soul, that's what that is. It's your ego self dying. And if you have been a self-focused person, or even the tiniest bit narcissistic like I was, or focused on money, you know, things that are not here, that dark night of the soul is going to be brutal. Like it was for me. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and when you get through it, it's going to be amazing, I promise you. And I'm still not there. I obviously never will be 100%, but I'm going to share what I know because I feel called and led to. So please put in the comments anything that you'd like me to talk about, anything specific that you're struggling with right now, so that I can maybe hone in on a video or two of how I can help you guys stay sane, essentially, and get through to that next step of this, because that's all this really is getting through to that next level of your soul's awakening. This is your soul journey and your spiritual awakening. Treat it like that, and you'll start to see everything around you create. Let me know anything specific you guys would like to talk about. It's good to be back, and I feel like I'm in a much better space now to do this and hopefully help others. So let me know what you guys want me to talk about on my next video if you can, and I'll see you guys soon.